What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Seattle Mariners 2021 season here in MLB The Show 21. My name is Sean. We are playing every single Seattle Mariners game of the regular season, all 162 of them, and fingers crossed, the postseason. Surprising turn of events, surprising victory yesterday, or 2 days ago, in the first game of a 3-game set against San Diego, picking up the victory 1-0. Was able to shut down the offense enough to be able to use one Kyle Seager home run as the only offense to propel ourselves into victory. A stunning victory. A series that I've been looking at, and even going back to the two game sets against the Dodgers, really just getting blown apart. Not really been super close. Looking at a team in San Diego that's going to be competitive with the Dodgers, and looking at me being non-competitive with the Dodgers and just being like, well, this one's one that we're probably going to walk away from. Not looking so good. That's why I was trying to get to 2 games under 500 with that Detroit series, and why that was so frustrating was to get that record there, so that even if we lost a couple here to the San Diego Padres, going back and taking on the Athletics, getting some games at home, we're still within a reasonable shot. I thought that if we slipped to 6, 7, 8 games under 500, and then we had to face the San Diego Padres, we were looking at a really rough scenario where we were going to be very far under 500. And I don't know, even though it's a long season, I don't know how likely it would be that I would be able to mount that level of a comeback. I feel like 7 games maybe is about the limit. Granted, still a long season, like I'm trying to explain. I forgot to start or advance the day apparently in the last episode. Or after the last episode. So it's running that stupid daily thing in my headphones, and it is impossible to think when someone's just talking in your ears. The Padres series I've not been looking forward to because I'm just worried that we're going to get blown apart. Feels good to get that 1-0 win and lead the series 1-0. Feels good to not get swept, to push ourselves to 5 games under 500. Another win and we will win the series, and if we win the series again, we'll get to open a pack of 9 baseball cards, the Heritage baseball cards. We'll be opening a small one of these, and if we can somehow, for some reason, in some way, sweep the Padres, we can unpack this 20 card set of Heritage baseball cards. Blake Snell is going to take the mound here for San Diego, 3-2 with that 4.73 ERA. The Padres, come in at 28-17. The Mariners 20-25 put Marco Gonzalez on the bump, 4-2 with a 2.91 ERA. Quick look at the standings. We are 6 games back, the first place Astros, 4.5 games back of the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Big 4-game series coming up with them here in the next couple of weeks. We can't focus on that too much. They are our barometer of success. The closer we get to them, the more realistic we can make that push for that wild card spot. Granted, long way to go. This is only game number 46. We got 162 total. There's a lot that can go on. We can fight for that first place spot. We have to take advantage of the divisional series that we will be getting against Texas and Oakland, especially. And then obviously the big 4-game set coming up. As we have an MLB Network game happening today with San Diego, second of 3 games before heading to a 3-game set in Oakland, and then back home for 6 against Texas, and then Oakland before that Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim series. So we'll go ahead and jump on in here. We do not have a day off for a while, so I do need to pay attention to the stamina a little bit more than I have been paying attention to the stamina. Play the full game. Do that. Make sure that the headphones and the noise isn't too obnoxious. And we will unmute this. So we're ready to roll for the regular broadcast commentary. Going to Petco Park. Hybrid. Ooh, looks like we got a little rain to deal with today. Marco Gonzalez on the bump. Yeah, James Paxton in the series finale tomorrow. And then Sheffield, Sadler, and Delaplane for the Athletics series. So we'll start with him. Looking at the energy here, I think we're looking pretty okay to run this lineup out again. Except for I'm going to keep moving Marmolejos. We're putting Fraley in there. Shedlong Jr. is a really viable option as well. Who's the DH? We don't have a DH because we have to bat the pitcher today. Okay, that creates a bit of an issue. That's fine. Marmolejos on that works. That works. Let's see. So Donnie Walton, Mitch Haniger, Kyle Lewis, Kyle Seager, Tom Murphy, Dylan Moore, Jake Fraley. Oops, my apologies. That's not what I wanted to do. Haniger. Okay. Everybody's looking okay energy-wise. It looks like Kyle Lewis might be the guy that we need to sit first. And maybe what I can do is just kind of rotate Fraley around. He can play left field and right field. He's typically a center fielder, though. But we can use him in any position. I love having his 90 speed out there. Kyle Seager at third, fine. We have Torrens who can do that. I'm sorry, Ty France. Ty France can cover that. We can always give Seager a DH day in Oakland to help us out there. Murphy the catcher, Moore, Evan White. All right, looks pretty good. We got good chunks of speed up at the top. Kyle Seager the cleanup. Haniger behind that, Murphy, so a little power there in the middle. All right, I like it. I like it a lot. I am very exhausted from yesterday. Super exhausted. Let's see if I remember how I can do this. If I remember how to do this during this loading screen, which will start in now. While this game is loading, I'd like to remind you that if you are watching this on youtube.com/ShonnaSourceRex, scroll on down, subscribe, ring that bell so you're notified when I post new videos. If you want to catch the streams or the games live, you can watch them over on twitch.tv/ShonnaSourceRex. They air at various times throughout the week. Baseball videos post at 1 p.m. on twitch.tv, they post at 1 p.m. Pacific time on youtube.com/ShonnaSourceRex every day. It's baseball. It's either Mariners or it's Chad Champs rise through the Milwaukee Brewers organization, currently playing for the Biloxi Shuckers. If you are watching on Twitch and you have Amazon Prime, you have Prime Gaming. If you have Prime Gaming, you have a free Prime sub you can give to any Twitch streamer you want. I was so close. If you picked me, I'd be honored. Dang it. Right there. I had a couple of flubs there and I didn't do it very cleanly. So we got this game today. We got Blake Snell with 9 starts, a 3-2 record, a 4.73 ERA, 45 2/3 innings, 45 hits, 46 and 24 strikeout to walk ratio, and 1 yawn. So it looks like a 4-seam fastball, changeup, slider, curveball. And that'll be a 4-seam fastball on the outside. Interesting. They're first place in the NL West.
As they take the field here tonight. They dropped another one last time out, and in fact, they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Wow.
Hey, Matty V, this has been a good division so far. And hey, D-Row, even though their lead isn't as big as it once was,
ooh, blew it right by me. I was looking off speed there.
Carry this into a strong month of May.
Yeah, they find themselves sitting in first place after April. I'm telling you, that's all you can ask for in this game. I know it's a
little
long
slider on the
season,
outside.
A lot of games left to be played, but they find themselves in a nice spot.
Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, one away. A moment now to give you a look at the Mariners starting lineup. Dero, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Yeah, Matty, this is a lineup that's going to have to be patient. You look at the stat sheet, and they're facing a guy who likes to put guys on base via the walk. So there's no reason to come out of your game plan. Look for them to stay staunch in the middle of the plate and capitalize on mistakes this pitcher makes.
I did not realize that that's what that meant. Interesting.
A couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night.
That's a little high. It seems like this Ump's strike zone is a little short and a little thin.
Cats and dogs, insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
There we go.
Agreement, Matt. In particular, that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes
Okay, that's fine.
moist
That's
like
fine.
it
I'll
is
take that
right now.
4-seam
So
in
the
there.
umpires are
No
gonna
big
have
deal.
to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
Oh, blew it right by me, just like I did on the last one. Snellzilla. Okay.
One out,
All right.
nobody on. Right side.
Addle.
And he'll step on first himself for the out.
No big deal. Didn't get a whole lot done
So now to the
offensively in the last game,
chance
so
for him here in the top of the
all right.
first with nobody on. The pitch.
Oh, he got me with that curveball. He got me with that curveball. Damn it.
Boys, you talking about getting your ace swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
And it's quickly 0-2.
Late on that one.
Swing,
That's
high
gone.
drive,
That's
left
gone.
field and
That's
deep.
gone.
Looking up
Let's
is
go.
the fielder.
Let's fucking
And that one is
go.
gone. On a two-strike count with 2 away in the
Whew.
inning.
It feels a lot better to get home runs on 2-strike, 2-out counts when you're the one getting the home run, not giving them up.
As the Mariners take a 1-0 lead.
There we go. There we go.
Love the homer in the top of the first inning. Give your pitcher a chance to kind of regroup and gather himself with an early lead.
That was a weirdly stitched together line. There's no reason for that line to be there. The second half of it.
Third baseman now, Kyle Seager. As he lifts it in the air to right field.
Oh, didn't quite get enough of it.
Makes the catch to retire the side.
Alright. Kyle Lewis, though, coming through.
But the Mariners draw first blood here on the solo home run. Home half of the first coming up from Petco Park. It's 1-0 Seattle.
Alright. 1-0 Marco Gonzalez.
Gonzalez.
He has 9 starts, 4-2 record, 2.91 ERA. 58.2 innings, 52 strikeouts, only 6 walks. I do not walk a lot of people. I give up crushing hits all the time, but I don't walk very often.
If he continues to do that, I think you're going to see a really good performance out of him in this one.
So now into the box is Tommy Pham. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. He's set. Here it comes. A swing and a ground ball to third. Fielded cleanly. And that's
There
the
we
first
go.
out.
There we go.
Batting second, the second baseman, Cronenworth.
Now to bat, Jake Cronenworth. For his career in this matchup, he's 1 for 2. And now the first pitch.
There's a nice cutter inside for a first strike. 20 and 25, fourth in the AL West are the Mariners.
2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been playing really well right now. And this is case in point. Chance to jump out again to another 1-0 lead. They've really been doing that. They've been on attack, early offensive, almost ambush-like approaches to their at-bats, and it's working.
Why did it give me Fraley?
Second now with 1 away.
The players this game chooses to give me is just baffling.
Up next is Fernando Tatis Jr.
There's a big swing on that curveball.
Here to start
Cover
the
star.
at-bat. It's strike 1. And he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. The 0-1 pitch. And now the runner's trying for third. Pitch outside the throw.
I threw to the wrong
Behind
base.
the runner to second. 1 out and a runner on third. Sharp ground ball to third. And he's
Get
safe.
there.
Throw just does get
Just
to first
barely
as
got
he
him.
was really moving
Just
that
barely
time.
got him. Alright, that'll work. 2 outs. God, the MLB Network style is awful. The delay on the out counter is so weird, coming from the regular like MLB The Show one, where it like pretty much instantly, as soon as the ball like hits the gloves, it pops the second or the first or the second dot or whatever. The MLB Network one's like, oh no, you'll wait till we change the camera, and then we'll tell you. All right.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
There's a nice strike, sinker inside.
Right there. These batters are going to have to bear down because if he's got that good pitch working, it's going to be a long game. They might have to sit off speed.
Throw a little curveball in on him. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Good. I thought that was a good location.
That 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
1-2. Here it is.
God, I'm on the outside. Ooh, I am surprised that was a strike. Saw a couple of those in the top of the first inning get called balls. That one's a little weird. They strand one. And the Mariners again with a 1-0 lead here.
Second inning coming up, and Heidi Watney has an update for us on the weather forecast.
Hi, Heidi.
Well, Matt, it doesn't appear that we're going to get much of a break from this rain at all as the game progresses. However, I am also hearing that this rain isn't supposed to intensify too much. The grounds crew will be on standby just in case the umpires do call a delay, but the goal is to get this one in uninterrupted.
Yeah, Heidi,
okay.
Thanks. Even with all the technology that we have today to be able to forecast the weather accurately, one never knows what Mother Nature has in store.
All right, 4-seam fastball, changeup, slider, curveball. When I had the Donnie Walden up first, that 4-seam fastball text was right on the white, just below Haniger's elbow. Late on that one.
On that swing as it's well wide of first.
And I was pretty sure, but I couldn't really tell. Oh, that was a bad swing. That was a really bad swing.
When the pitcher on the mound's establishing this kind of heater, you got to come off everything else and find a way to get that bat head in the zone.
Not a great swing there.
Able to make contact, and he'll get another chance.
So we've seen 3 of his pitches here. Oh, couldn't quite get it past his glove there.
He's out, and that's a huge play to keep the leadoff man off base. And that'll bring in Tom Murphy. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. First pitch of the AB now.
Oh, Sean. For God's sake, dude.
The first inning, which is huge, but he looks a lot more settled into this ball game right now. He's not the kind of pitcher you want to let get into a groove out there.
Behind 0-2 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's
awful.
2 down to start the second.
Ooh, boy, was that 3 straight fastballs? I was not looking for that at all. I was looking for the slider outside. Way too late on it.
Right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
Into the box now, Dylan Moore.
That'll shoot the gap. That'll work.
That's a base hit.
There we go. I can do that. I can work with that.
The next batter will be Evan White.
Oh, curveball. Damn it. Just so slow.
Down at 235. 3 homers and 11 RBIs.
That's okay. That's okay. Or yeah, early on the curveball, yeah. Just kind of stopped.
Now the 0-1.
That one's way outside. There we go. It's a good take, considering, you know, it was way out there. It was pretty easy to take.
Hit in the air down the right field line.
Oh,
This
it's
is gonna
foul.
wind up a
Darn
foul
it.
ball.
Just a smidge late on it. Get a little earlier, might be able to do something with it, but not in that case. That one again outside. All right. Good take right there. 2-2. That'll work. Both changeups have missed the zone here. Let's see. That one. Four-seam fastball misses. Full count here. Now, unfortunately, we have our pitcher on deck, which is not great.
First to be on the move with 2 away.
Okay, there it is.
He's ready. Now the payoff pitch.
Oh, you got me with a fastball. God damn it.
Mariners lead 1. He played an inning and a half. It's 1-0.
Just could not catch up to it.
So here is Eric Hosmer. It's been a rough go for him at the plate as he enters this one with a season average in the 230s.
Yeah.
From the stretch. Down the
Fouled
third
that
base
one
line.
away. I like when they're aggressive.
Ball here.
Be aggressive here. Let me get some double plays.
Here it comes.
There we go. 0-2 quickly here.
And set up behind the dish is Eric Summerskill as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Dan, we got Eric Summerskill behind the dish. Really likes to work the ball east-west. What did you like? Did you like north, south, east-west?
I thought east-west, D-Row. The more that I could get away with on the outside corner, inside corner, give me a wider plate than a higher plate. I think it's a lot easier to pitch to a wider plate.
I don't think you
Checked
went.
his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. The 2-2.
He went that time. Went that time. He definitely checked his swing on that first one.
Ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
That'll bring up Austin
Ooh.
Nola. He'll swing
That one
and
was
let the
really
ball
bad.
foul off to the left and out of play. And you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. Here it comes. Another one.
Two
fouled
really
off.
bad
He's
pitches
breaking
right there.
behind the 1-2.
Just
One
awful.
out, nobody on.
There we go.
This is foul right side.
First good pitch of the at-bat.
Grounded up the first baseline.
Okay, that'll work. That'll work. I don't think it was not really designed to go that far inside, but I'll take it.
Now to the plate, Trent Grisham. Lifetime versus this arm. He's 1 for 3. First offering. And that's by him. It's 0-1.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
Ready with the 0-1. Lifted
Fouled
down
that
the
one
line
away.
and
Okay,
left.
0-2 here.
And it's a foul ball. On the ground to the right side. Reined in.
There we go. They had a lot of speed on the base paths, San Diego does. Okay. Gonzalez, Walton, Fraley.
Back now in San Diego, home of the
Hi, Heidi.
Padres, who've certainly benefited from some solid pitching all season long. At the start of the day's action, they come in having issued the fewest walks in the league, while carrying around the best overall ERA as well. Talking with one coach earlier, he told me how much pride their pitchers take in attacking the zone. He said they all have dynamic stuff, and they have a lot of confidence that if they're just throwing a lot of strikes, the velocity, movement, and deception of their pitches will take care of the rest. Guys, it's a staff that will come right after you, but they don't think you can hit it either.
Thank you, Heidi. Here's the first pitch to him. Late on that one as it's
8
fouled
contacts,
to the left
0
side.
power. 1 visibility as our pitcher leads off, and I forget to turn my webcam back on. Saw the four-seam
Into the
fastball.
lineup, here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count and the pitch. Swing
Oh my
and
God,
misses. He starts the third the same way he
Okay,
ended the
that's
second,
fine.
with a punch out, 1 away.
Always tough for one of these base umpires to make a call on a guy's check swing. It's not a great angle, and everything happens so quickly, so they really have to be paying attention out there. Looking at the replay, I think he got it right, so that's a tip of the cap for the Blue.
Donnie
I totally goofed up that swing. Shouldn't have gone at all.
1-0.
Shouldn't have even touched the button.
Lifted the other way to left
That'll
center.
probably...
Left fielder is on the move.
Drafts.
He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
A little too much arc to that one there.
Now batting. The left
Now it'll be Jake Fraley. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it
That's
on
fine.
the ground.
That's fine.
part of what makes him successful.
0-1 the count.
That one came inside at the last second.
Grounded down the third
That's a
baseline.
foul ball.
This will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now.
Love to see one slip up the baseline there.
Base runner here feels like it would really change the complexion of the inning.
Big spot right here, middle of the order guy.
Oh, right to
See if he
him.
can extend the inning.
Right to him.
In time, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Mariners, but they lead it 1-0.
So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and Jurickson.
So he'd what? Lead off
will
the
be next to bat.
sixth, theoretically.
He's set and the pitch.
That's a nice changeup right there.
Called strike.
I was trying to
The
think.
offense better get it going right here because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself.
I guess obviously it'll
aggressive
depend
out
on
on
the
mound.
offensive or the defensive side of things, pitch count wise and things like that.
And it's fouled away. Another 0-2 coming.
Oh God,
Short, hit hard. He's got it.
everything about that was terrible. The result was fine, but everything else was just awful.
Digging in next, Blake Snell. First pitch of the AB on its way. The 0-1. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 called. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. And another foul ball. The next 0-2 is
There
swung
we
on
go.
and missed, strike 3.
All right. That'll work for me.
Must love pitching in NL ballparks because all of a sudden they're only facing 8 legitimate hitters in the lineup instead of 9. Kind of makes you wonder why any free agent pitcher would ever decide to pitch in the AL, doesn't it?
Not really.
Stepping in now, Tommy Pham, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's 0 for 1
I mean, you'd
after
pitch
grounding
against
out in his
9
only trip to the
legit
plate so
hitters,
far.
but you wouldn't have to bat.
Here's the 0-1. Popped him up. White in foul ground.
All right.
And that
So we're looking at
ends the inning.
34, 33, 34 pitches, something like that, through the first 3 innings here. Looking good for Gonzalez. So if this pace keeps up, we'll keep him in and we'll let him lead off the 6th or whatever. Granted, that's if no one else on the team gets a hit, which Seattle so far only having 2 hits
All set for the start of the inning, and next to bat
isn't the most unrealistic of
He
expectations.
jumped all over breaking stuff last time up on that homer. So I gotta believe in the back of his mind, he knows he's probably getting a fastball in during this sequence.
very weakly on the ground.
That was 2 bad swings.
Rolls foul.
2 really
I
bad
think a
swings.
big reason why he's been so effective in this one that he's been just
Is the
about
catcher
getting
okay?
ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Nasty
Oh,
breaking
I
ball swung out in the
died.
dirt. Nola has it, and the throw is there
Terrible.
toward the first
Terrible. Sorry, Kyle Lewis. That is 100% my fault. Those are 3 pitches that I should not be swinging at.
Digging in will
First
be
one was
Kyle
okay.
Seager. Flew out and is
It
only
was all right.
at so far.
With that curveball in the dirt. Ugh, gross.
First pitch on its way. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Back up the middle.
Oh! He kind of fumbled it a little bit.
One out base hit. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
Now back.
Mitch Haniger the next to bat. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Getting good timing and stuff on it. I'm hitting it right to defenders. Ah, that one was late. Yeah, very late. That did not feel good.
The windup and
All right.
the 0-1.
Fuck!
And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Hey, this is an amazing inning right here. Attacking the zone, keeping his defense invested. Chance to get off the field.
There we go. 2-out single. I'll take that.
His way through for a base hit. Well, when you're going as well as he is, not even a 2-strike count is going to get in your way.
Yeah, Matty, he's having a monster season, well over 300. Right there, when you're feeling that confident at the plate, it doesn't matter what the count is. You're willing to go deep and still feel confident.
At the plate, Tom Murphy. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 0-1 delivery. Fouled away.
God damn it.
Haniger,
God
the
damn
runner
it.
at first
Okay,
with
so
2
2 of the
gone.
sliders up top. Is he challenged with a...
And a fastball.
Yeah,
swung out
fastball.
and missed as they
Yeah,
set him down
just
for the second time.
everything was up and I was looking low.
Seattle. They lead it 1-0.
Just not doing anything, getting 2 not great outs immediately. And then that makes it really difficult with 2 outs to get somebody all the way around from first.
Bottom of the inning now, and set
We'll
to
head to the
go
bottom
is
of the 4th with a
second
1-0
baseman,
lead.
Jake Cronenworth.
Second baseman.
First delivery to him. Swing, line, drive. That's
Again,
gonna be
giving
trouble.
me...
He's around first, heading for 2.
Alright, leadoff double. That's exactly what I didn't want to see.
Lead off the home 4th. And we take a look there at the team leaderboard in that category as his total is currently tops on the Padre Ball Club. And that'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr.
There we go.
He'll go after a hard sinker that time and falls behind 0-1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. From the stretch. Popped
All
up.
right.
Walton trying to
File
get
that one
there.
away. He's
And this is
real,
gonna wind up
real
a foul
quick.
ball. And
Here
a
we
good
go.
sinker
Got him
there gets
swinging.
swinging
All right,
from the
that'll
first
work.
out.
Well,
That'll
I'm
work.
glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you can do with that. Textbook sinker.
So here's Will Myers as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. First time up, he went down looking. The 1-0. Finds the zone, strike 1.
Ooh, okay.
This pitcher is
Really
on right
surprised
now,
at that.
Pounding the zone, attacking these hitters. He's making it look easy.
That's the first good pitch of the at-bat. Feels good to be ahead 1-2. That second pitch I thought was going to be... Thought it was going to be a ball. Did that thing where I saw where it was going. And I was like, well, it'll be a 2-0 count here. And then it was not that.
Good
There we go.
sinker as he gets him to swing through it for route number 2.
I feel like we had good success against Myers yesterday as well. Or in the last game.
Strikeout in this series alone.
So that gives us what? 2 out here?
First baseman Eric Hosmer is in. As
Ooh,
he'll take a look
okay.
at ball 1. Looking to
That's fine. I can work
hold
with that.
and
Not the biggest deal in the
down
world.
on strikes in his first at bat.
That's a strike,
The
sir.
rest of the lineup could learn a thing or two from
Really?
this. This guy's been really
All right.
patient. Now he's in the driver's seat, sitting with the 2-0 count.
And a sinker is
That
over
was a
that
strike.
time. It's back to 2-1. Hosmer in front now at 3-1.
That one I just missed.
Spot to be in right now. Pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
And he fouls this one off. 2 out here and a runner at second. Swing and a little
Okay.
tapper. Out of the stretch, the 3-2 home. Into center field, line drive base hit. And the run will score from second as this ball game is tied.
Threw a bunch of sinkers right in the same area. Shouldn't have thrown that last one. Knew it. Knew I shouldn't have thrown it. Did anyway. Trust myself.
Yeah, Dan, no kidding. Look in that dugout. Looked like there was steam coming out of the hitting coach's ears right there. They had to get the offense going. Maybe that's the breakthrough they needed.
To the plate now, Austin Nova.
It's frustrating. 2 strike, 2 out. Come on, man. You gotta be better about that, Sean. You cannot fucking throw the same goddamn pitch 4 fucking times, Tom goddamn Murphy. Yeah, just keep throwing sinkers.
Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike. Both clubs with
Why?
3 hits
What?
in the ball game. Sliced hard on the ground. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right. And that runner will hold up at second with 2 aboard now.
Hey, you know what? You can slowly start to see that batter leak out over the plate. That was 3 straight pitches on the outer half, and he was able to dive out there and get an opposite field single. Nice job.
In to hit will be Trent Grisham. Now a curveball that's yanked high and deep down the line in right. Almost into the short porch, but it's off the wall. And the runner will score from second. And he is in there. The tag, and he is out at the plate as 2 runs score, but not the third. So 3 runs on 4 base hits, no errors, and no one left on base. We played 4 full. The Padres lead it 3-1. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Mariners manager Scott Service during the break about his team's offensive performance so far, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs, so the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Well, thank God Kyle Lewis got over there to eliminate the
Into the box, Dylan Moore.
inside the park home run, but not super happy with the final sequence of that. The RBI single, and then immediately another slider. I think I threw 4 sliders in a row between the 2 batters.
The 0-1 pitch.
Yeah.
Hit back up the middle.
I'm definitely very lucky that there aren't more runs. If he had stopped at third, we'd obviously still be in the inning because I only had 2 outs.
So bases are empty with 1 gone, and up next is Evan White.
I don't know, man. Whatever.
Now the first pitch. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1.
Thank God.
The 1-0.
Really throwing a lot of pitches down in the bottom of the zone. Everything he saw last time up was way low. Fucking damn it, dude.
And that's the second out.
Now batting.
Now at the plate is Marco Gonzalez, struck out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Gotta find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
With the pitcher, a 2-out double.
A little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of role they can
Oh,
get.
I don't know if a shot to the outfield scores him.
At bat at a time.
Standing in now, Donnie Walton. Pitch popped up. Profar into foul territory. And no one will get this one.
Walton only with the 26 power.
Plate, the 0-1 pulls this one into the air out into right field. Myers is under it, and he makes the play to end the inning.
All right, well, kind of a quick inning there for the Mariners. Somehow got a hit with the pitcher. Gonzalez, I believe, 3 for 4 on the season. He had a couple of hits against the Dodgers. So. Just not able to cash these runners in. Guy in scoring position. You hope that one gets into the gap or into the corner. No, just right to the defender. Right to the fielder.
From this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
But that's okay. That's okay.
Pitch on the way.
God fucking damn it, dude. That's 2. That's 2 garbage ones.
Manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting a seed in that umpire's mind to try to expand the strike zone so some of those borderline pitches start to go his pitcher's way.
Well, he really had to unload a strong throw just to beat the runner at first that time, and the show track data is in. 88 miles an hour, near the upper range of what you'll see from an infielder, and it seemed to make all the difference on that play. So now to the plate, Blake Snell. Out in front of it, strike 1.
How is Gonzalez doing here? Energy is looking good. Confidence looking good.
Here's the 0-1. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2.
I mean, it didn't matter. It was in the zone, so who cares?
Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with 2 strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
In now, Tommy Pham. Line drive, and
That's not what you want to see.
So he delivers with 2 away, and the bottom of the 5th marches on.
Damn it.
Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there. Dan was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late 2-out knock.
Boy, this lineup is so deep, 1 through 9, they can put a hurting on you. They're making him work, and he's given up a lot of base hits so far in this one. So far, this has not been an easy one for this pitcher.
There we go. That's a nice curveball there. 60 pitches here through 4 2/3. Not terrible, not great. He still has good energy left, though, so. It's a cutter right over the heart of the plate. Absolutely should have been rocked somewhere, but thank God it wasn't. Thanks for having mercy, game.
Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
Popped up. Seager has room in foul territory, and this is going to be a foul ball.
Why didn't that give me the catcher?
Working for the punch out and the offering. Lifted down the line in left. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball.
Okay, you asked me to throw 4 cutters in a row. I'm going to not do that.
Comes another 0-2. Sinker misses, and it's 1-2 now.
Fine with the location on it. Just wasn't going to throw a 4th cutter in a row.
This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
Here comes the 1-2. Weak grounder back to the mound. Go to first with time to spare, and the side is retired. Padres leave 1, and it's still 3-1.
Fraley Lewis Seager. We can get something going here. Try and get Gonzalez through at least one more
Leading off the inning,
half inning.
Jake Fraley, and they could use a spark from him here.
Offense needs to get going right here. You want to try and tighten up this game a little bit before it starts to get into that territory where you're going to start seeing the
way too late. His fastball, I don't know what it is. I'm sitting too off speed too frequently, I think.
Lined up and the 0-1. He looks like he's toying with him.
Fuck!
0-2.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all 4 corners locked in.
Cannot believe I got contact on that.
Popped him up.
That's a borderline strike. Really didn't think he was just going to keep going up the ladder, just keep staying high. Thought he would drop it low. Didn't.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Stepping in now, Kyle Lewis. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1.
That's.
This guy's been
I am
efficient so far in this one.
very frustrated with myself right now.
70% of the batters he's faced.
Look at how far outside of the zone that was.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Ground ball right side.
Okay, there we go. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
Multi-hit game for him as that ball finds a crease into right field. And as we show you the Mariners leaderboard, you can see right there his total currently 2nd best on the Seattle roster.
I think he'll be tied for first. I don't think Haniger has a hit in this game. He's got 2.
At the plate, Kyle Seager as he swings and lifts it in the air out to left field. Pham is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
Fucking damn it. Oh, Haniger does have a hit.
Mitch Haniger singled last time
God
up.
fucking damn it, game.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And he popped him up. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1.
Got me to pop up.
On the right side of the infield.
Snell's he's staying high in the zone, and I'm looking too low. God damn it. Frustrating. Feels good to obviously get the hit after the terrible swing, but
first pitch on the way. Strike 1 to start the
stop.
at-bat. The 0-1 on its way. And
there we go.
Changeup makes him jump, a swing and a miss.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
The 0-2 home. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. With that, the inning opens with the Padres getting their leadoff man on base.
I apparently took an absolutely horrendous route to that ball.
Their own pitcher is absolutely dealing right now, so this is a big moment in this game. If his teammates can pick him up and drive him in now, that might be all they need to get the W here.
Here's Will Myers. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball one. No hits to this point. That evens it up 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Pulled hard down the line and left. And he won't get it as that's down for a base hit. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants
Fuck,
them to be
dude.
so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Eric Hosmer to the plate now. He grounds it sharply to third. Seager has it, and he will beat the throw home. It's a 4-1 score now. Throw to first, not in time as the run is across to score. So it's first and second now. Nobody out, and that brings up Austin Nola. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Cut fastball in there for a called strike.
This is kind of more what I expected. dealing with this team, 4-1 deficit, nobody out, kind of more consistently this problem. That's why I was so nervous about having just a single run lead in that last game. I was like, man, at any point this is just gonna go all straight to hell, and it has here. They scored 4 unanswered runs. I don't think I'm going to be able to answer any of the runs because I keep just fucking. Fuck, dude! God damn it! The animations. I tried to throw it to. That's so goddamn annoying.
Into the box, Trent Grisham. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
That's fucking frustrating.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway.
Where the
catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. So add 1 more on the sac fly as that'll make this a 5-1 game.
Oh, his animation was trying to run around to the backside. Gee, if only I had picked up that double fucking play. Bullshit. I held Y to initiate the goddamn double play and he just ran to fucking first base.
Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get.
And the throw to first is there.
Okay, thankfully he got the ball. I was worried that it got pulled off even though the thing was totally green.
Certainly are. More from MLB Network. Saturday baseball after this. Ready now is Tom Murphy. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to.
Yeah, everything
cheat
was up
something.
high. That was the problem.
First pitch on the way. At the knees, strike 1. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen.
We're not totally out of it here. 5-1's not terrible. I do feel that even though we only have 5 hits, it's... now he's gone low. Fuck, dude.
Yeah, he's got these hitters in the proverbial rocking chair right here. Pushing the throttle and pulling it. Nice change of speeds.
Did a good job to shorten up.
Interesting. So he went straight high last time, and he's gone straight low this time.
Swing, line, drive.
That'll work.
That's going to be trouble. Running hard, he's digging for second.
All right.
And And the Mariners have something going right away. It's a leadoff double.
There's no question he's been struggling at the dish lately, trying to do anything to get himself going. So he's got to feel pretty good after that double. Not to take anything away from him, but I think I could have probably hit that pitch.
Yeah, that's one of those gift pitches, not the location he was shooting for. Standing in now, Dylan Moore. Drilled right back up the middle. A dive, and he knocks it down.
He'll get it. They'll get there. He'll get there. All right, first and third, nobody out here. We are towards the bottom of the lineup, so we're going to probably... I was going to take Gonzalez out anyway, but we'll throw in Marmolejos and see if he can do anything in that 9-hole.
Yeah, sometimes you wake up, you just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to have to start executing pitches. He cannot leave a ball over the heart of the plate.
Should be the 8-hitter. 8-hole hitter here, and then it should be Gonzalez.
Evan White. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
Okay, everything's super low.
Now the first pitch.
I was a change up over the heart of the plate. Okay.
Looking for that big hit pretty much all game long. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a great time.
0-1 count and the pitch.
Flip your swing, Sean. Fuck, dude.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or you're still looking for the double play ball?
Pretty good spot to be in as a pitcher right now. You can go for the punch out or trying to deuce the ground ball to get a double play.
Nothing in 2 count and the pitch.
Good take, good take. Mainly because I was being indecisive on what I wanted to do here.
Now a throw over to first. Don't want to forget about it. Here comes the 1-2. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to
I've been slow. All day I've been slow. That fastball has had me... I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. God, that's fucking... Yeah, great.
Jose Marmolejos will look to provide a little punch off
That's really frustrating.
And 1 out in the inning. From the belt, the pitch grounded to the right. And that's by him into right field for a base hit.
All right, that's exactly what I wanted to see. Marmolejos coming in, knocking one through. There we go. He has that power. He has 72 power. He can. I need to uncork it.
The batter right there. You're taking off your batting gloves, giving dabs to the first base coach. Glad that found the hole right there. Ribeye steak. Chalk one up.
Mark Melanson will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Tucupita Marcano is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. Striding in is Donnie Walton. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it, so he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving.
Give it just a second here. All right.
From the stretch.
That was a terrible swing. They're throwing him so far out of the zone, and I just can't do anything with it.
600 innings of work in his major league career. And through those innings, he's worked to a whip under 1.20. League average is around 1.3, so that's a respectable number. Now this is hit not all that hard out to second.
He's got enough speed. Okay, that'll work. That's not what I wanted at all, but it'll do something. Fuck.
So next to bat will be Jake Fraley. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard
For
here in the
God's sake.
looking to minimize the damage
All
here.
right, that one's outside. So what pitcher are we working against here? Where the fuck? Who's the pitcher? Oh, it's okay. Mecklin or whatever.
On the
Well,
ground,
that'll.
softly towards second. Gonna be a tough play. Throw to first in time. And
What a shocker.
it is decided
If you told me that I had wasted an at bat, fuck, 8 hits. I just can't do anything with it. Fuck, dude. I'm honestly lucky that wasn't a double play ball, so I don't know. Guess I should be thankful for that. Position player on the mound.
Andres Munoz will take
Andres
over on the
Munoz.
mound to start the bottom
Here he
of the
comes.
seventh.
Big, hard throwing. 13 game appearances. 1-2 record. 16.1 innings with a 3.86 ERA. He's ready to roll. We're just going to try and dial him in here a little bit. I'm happy because I won the first game. That was awful. That was awful. Hang on. Let's just restart it here. But I have not been on top of it as far as the batting stuff is concerned all game. The fastballs I've just been so late on them so consistently, and that's kind of frustrating. But you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. It feels bad, you know. You take a day off, go hang out, you know, relax, and then you come back and the flow is gone. You've lost the flow. But we also didn't give up nearly as many of those kinds of hits in the first game. Obviously, we were able to shut them down, shut them out, do all that stuff. I don't know.
So stepping in is Tucupita Marcano. He's newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. Now here's the pitch.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
A 1 pitch on its way.
There's a nice strike right there.
In the hole, 0-2.
There's a big swinging strike there. That'll work. That'll work. This is why I love bringing Munoz in. I love bringing Tapia in. They throw so fast. And especially when you have a pitcher like Gonzalez who does not throw super fast and all of his stuff's off speed, I think it's super helpful for the defensive side of things. Oof, that one I way missed. There's a nice fastball right there. Woo, that's what you want to see. Let's go, baby. Let's fucking go.
That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
And at the plate is Jake Cronenworth as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
It's a two-seam fastball.
3 in this one.
I knew it was going to do that. The internet disconnected, and I knew it was going to do that. All right. Yeah, it lasted a lot. Oh my god, it lasted a lot longer than I thought it would. But yeah, it's 2 games that either a power outage or an internet outage has killed. So I guess we'll just have to try again and figure it out a different day because there's no way to get back into that game. So. Rip that game. Okay, so the internet's back. Problem is in between the time the internet went out and came back, I got a bloody nose. I never quit the game, quit out of the game. So we're gonna see if I can jump back in here. Maybe. Oh.
And it's 1-1.
Oh, we're saved. The game is saved. Oh my goodness. We're saved. 5-2, bottom of the 7th. I'm going to go take care of this bloody nose and then we'll finish. Woo! Let's go! Woo! Okay, we're back. Bloody nose, taken care of. We're working 1-1 count here with 2 outs. Bottom half of the 7th inning. Mariners down 3. Andres Munoz on the bump here in relief.
The 1-1 home. Misses for the second ball.
The slider was...
2 out.
I didn't feel like that slider... Well, I aimed it at whatever. That got absolutely rocked. Holy shit. Oh, so throw the same pitch again. You got it. Wow, what a fucking surprise, Tom Murphy. God damn it, dude.
The middle of the order gets to bat with opportunities on base.
Yeah, that hard hit signal right there. That's clean. 3 for 4. He's looking locked in.
God damn it, god damn it, god damn it. I know better than to do this shit, and I'm just not doing it.
At the plate now, Fernando Tatis Jr. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1.
How many... I threw what? 2 sliders, 3 sliders in a row there?
The 1-0 home.
That was an awful, awful pitch that I thought for sure was going to be ball 2. I can't believe that was called a strike. That is shocking.
The 1-1 home.
That was a terrible pitch. Way too slow, late. Everything was yellow or red.
And there he goes towards second. Pitch is a called strike. The throw.
Not even close.
Behind the play. That's
Not
an
even
easy
close.
stolen base.
It's not easy to steal on a catcher that has a good arm, but he did just that and beats that throw into second base.
He was safe. He was safe by such a wide margin.
Don't quite know
Just
where that
missed.
one missed, but it's not for me to decide. 3-2.
Okay, cool.
Will Myers would be next. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And a
I walked him.
fastball
I walked him
misses
because I threw a
ball 4.
terrible pitch on 3-2. Ooh, boy. This is a mess of a video game here. Well, baseball game. I shouldn't say video game.
Cleanup hitter, Will Myers.
I did learn something, though. As long as you don't just quit out of the game, it might
First
save where you
delivery
are.
to him. Fastball swung on
Okay,
and missed.
2-1, 2 out.
And with runners on the bags,
We're
he couldn't
fine.
afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike 1.
Cronenworth at second. Tatis on at first with 2 down. That's
That is
taken.
another
Now it's
generous strike, so he's willing to call those
Sometimes
outside
guys
pitches
get a
there.
little less aggressive pitching with a couple runners on base, but not here. That was 2 good fastballs to take control of the bat and get the count to 0-2.
Nothing in 2 count and the pitch. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Waiting on it is
Okay,
Henniger,
all right,
and
there we
he's
go.
got it for the
Out
final
number
out
3,
of
that'll
3.
complete inning number 7
Padres
here.
leave a pair, and it
I have 8 hits in this game, and I just haven't been able to do anything. It's going to be the last chance for Lewis Seager Haniger. Haniger can get people across with some power.
Kyle Lewis
Loop and a
will
blast
step in
puts us
again.
down by
First to
1.
flash you back to the very first inning of the ballgame. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on.
Unfortunately, that's the only run we scored for a while.
The pitch. Just
Why?
a tick behind
Why?
for the strike.
A tick is a very nice way to say that, just like a one little tick on the clock. That was like about 18 seconds.
And he might have another one as this is hit high and deep out to left.
That's another home run for Kyle Lewis.
The inning.
Let's go, baby. All right. All right. All right. We can bring this back. Let's fucking go.
The game, and it's a 5-3 game now. And we'll employ the use of our show track technology
Hell
to get
yeah.
a better idea of that home run, and you see it there, 111 miles an hour off the bat. He certainly squared that one up well.
Boom. Let's go, Kyle Lewis.
Keone Kela is on the pitch here.
They immediately bring someone else in. Fuck that. We're bringing in new people. There are his stats. 7 strikeouts, 11 walks. 2.92 ERA.
So now to the plate, Kyle Seager. As he'll try
That's fine. That was a called strike either way. No big deal. No big deal.
He's hitless in 3 at-bats.
I mean, you never know. You might get a ball call on that, but it's fine. 4-seam fastball, curveball, changeup, 2-seam fastball.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch.
Oh, that looks so tantalizing.
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first one of the day, if he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one. That's going to be a big pitch for him.
Okay, that's fine. That's a good take right there.
Looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2.
That was a good take as well.
That misses out of the zone.
When a pitcher puts you in the proverbial rocking chair like he's doing right now, you have to take a deep breath. You can't start trying to guess along with him. Trust your fundamentals and stay on that fastball.
And there's one down now.
That was a bad swing. Oh, ran in on me and I just...
Box, Mitch Haniger. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at-bat. Look for him to stay a little taller. And
Oh, dang it. That was not terrible.
And there are 2 away now.
Darn it.
The batter.
Next for Seattle, Tom Murphy. He came across to score after doubling in his last at-bat.
well, he got a good...
Warm hub. Put in game. Oh, God.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
That's a curveball. Just didn't bite down
Get the front
far
door
enough.
curveball on the inside corner there, but it backed up a little and stayed off the corner.
Good take right there. Maybe I just need a little 7th inning stretch, you know? The internet goes out.
Here comes the 1-0. Ground ball sent back.
Ah, drats.
And he'll make that play look easy as the throw is in time to...
I'm just kidding. Never mind. I mean, I did get a home run.
The inning coming on this solo home run. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. It's the Padres 5 and the Mariners 3.
Move your eyes, sir. All right. Yes.
Cannon Middleton is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
10.29 ERA. 600 right-handed batters are hitting against him. Whoops. Throwing pretty hard. I like that. Almost 100. Or you get one last shot down. Fingers crossed down 2. Go ahead, just go around the horn here.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And next to bat will be the first baseman, Eric Hosmer. From the stretch.
Ah, there we go, right inside. Beautiful pitch. I love the way that kind of broke in there.
0-1 count and the pitch. And here's
There
a
we go.
swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
Man, as a pitcher, you have to love pitching 0-2. Multiple ways, up, down, in and out, throw the breaking ball. A lot of different ways to get guys out.
pitch.
There we go. There we go. I like that. I like that pitch sequence right there.
Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Stepping in now, Austin Nova.
There we go. There's a nice strike again, right in that corner. It's kind of zipping in there. That's what you want to see. That little motion there hurt my sunburned shoulders. Rip in peace. Woo! That's what you want to see.
After falling down 0-2 on the same pitch, don't be shocked if he triples up on it.
Both teams have 9 hits on the scoreboard.
Oh, just missed it. Difference is one team has 5 runs.
Well, tried to throw a high fastball right by him there. Didn't work, but now we'll see if that sets up some different options. Wouldn't be surprised to see a good slider down and away right here.
There we go. There we go.
Leading hitter is set down on strikes, and there are 2 gone.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
In now, Trent Grisham. As the
Bam!
first pitch to him is
Streak!
there for a called strike 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Set with the 0-1.
Grisham had the triple
How could you not swing at that one?
earlier in the game. They gave the Padres a 2-1 lead.
Swing and a liner.
Oh,
And that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon.
dang it. Just over the head of, I believe that's Walton.
And if you're thinking pinch hitter, here's what the Friars have left on the bench to choose from. Brian O'Grady will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first.
Have we not? We haven't seen Manny Machado in this series.
From the belt, the pitch. Here's a guy who could use a 3 for 4. He's got that batting average still down in the 190s. No home runs as of yet and 4 RBIs. And that misses 1-1.
A little surprised.
That one looked like it could
That looked like a
easily have
strike.
gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
Grisham leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning.
There we go.
Change up there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
Throw over to first, and the runner back easily. The 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Another 1-2 delivery. Again, he sends it out of play. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes.
There we go.
Swing and a miss as the
There
Sixers
we
sends
go.
him down for the final out of the inning. 1 left for
All right, here we go. Last chance.
It remains 5-3.
2 to tie, 3 to lead.
Drew Pomeranz comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th.
Hopefully that we can start getting
Stepping up
Middleton's ERA to drop pretty steadily. I'd love to see more innings like that out of him.
Looking for base runners here as they're down 2 playing on the road. Not an easy thing to do, trying to score runs or bunch hits together off of a closer.
Now here's a ball lined into right field.
That's a single, that's a single, that's a single.
For a base hit.
Well, you're usually in this situation looking for a bloop and a blast. He didn't want to bloop it, and he hit a missile, bringing the tying run to the plate. Let's see if they can capitalize.
I don't think we're going to be able to. Who is here? Evan White. I might have some power.
Into the box, Evan White. Bouncer up the middle. One there. Back.
Just kidding. Ruined it immediately. Fuck, dude. God damn it. Fuck.
Oh, man, that's just a backbreaker right there. You get the leadoff man to start the ninth, and you're looking pretty good, right? Not when the next guy bounces into a double play. We'll see if they can get the final out and wrap this thing up.
Shed Long Jr. will pinch hit here with 2 outs and the base is empty.
Oh, that sucks.
First delivery to him. Hit down the line at first. And he'll step on first for the out and the ball game is over.
That's frustrating. Too aggressive there down the stretch. Way too aggressive.
And this evening's contest comes to a close. 5-3 the final. The Friars took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Blake Snell.
Yeah, 3 in the 4th, 2 in the 6th. Got 1 across in both the 7th and the 8th. And I felt like I was actually up to a very good start there at the top, in the top of the 9th. Getting a base runner on, and then immediately just 2 pitches, 3 outs, and it was all over. Kind of frustrating, but that's how it goes. Yeah, I don't know. Padres are a good team. Put 3 runs on them. Wasn't great with the base running, or with the batting today, which I'm sure isn't a surprise to anyone who watches this regularly. But today, I was just slow. Just wasn't on top of what I was doing. Did get 2 home runs from Kyle Lewis today, which is unfortunate that it was wasted in a losing effort. Rather. Yeah, 10 hits, but only could push 3 runs across. Did get lucky in that 4th inning, though. They did put 3 runs up. They were trying to get it inside the park home run, and I was blessed to get the 3rd out on that. Gave up a 2-run triple, or a 2 RBI triple with 2 outs. That's frustrating. But like I said, he ran trying to get that inside the park home run because it was a very well hit ball. That was almost a home run. Probably would have been a home run in a bunch of other ballparks, but not in this one. And he ran over 3rd and tried to get home and just couldn't do it. I don't know. Kind of a frustrating game. But also not the biggest deal in the world. Jake Cronenworth, 3 for 4, 2 doubles and a single. And then just a run. Kyle Lewis, though, 3 for 4, 2 home runs, 2 ribbies, 2 runs. Dylan Moore was 3 for 4. Jose Marmolejos, 1 for 1 with a ribby. And Tom Murphy, 1 for 4 with a double and a run. Marco Gonzalez, unfortunately, going to pick up the loss. 6 innings pitched, 8 hits, 6 strikeouts, no walks, and 5 earned runs. So not great win for Blake Snell. 6.1 innings with 8 hits, 6 strikeouts, and 2 earned runs. So that's how it goes. That's all right. Series is split here. One game apiece. We get a rubber match tomorrow. The game that was almost lost, which I already have a game that had got killed by a power outage. That one, unfortunately, I was winning. This one I was losing, which wouldn't have been the worst thing in the world. But hey, we learned if you don't close out the game, if your thing loses connection, you don't quit out, it'll kind of hold where you are. Maybe I already knew that. I don't really know. But a 1-0 win against San Diego, followed by a 5-3 loss. Like I said, rubber match tomorrow. Does drop Seattle 220 and 26, back to that 6 games under 500. San Diego improves to 12 games over 500 at 29 and 17. And we will see James Paxton taking on Mike Clevenger tomorrow. So there you have it. Thanks for watching. I know this video is kind of weird, just as far as how it's like kind of broken up and a little odd, whatever. But hey, that happens. That's That's what happens. Every once in a while. Thankfully, I was able to get it figured out. We didn't get rain delay or anything, so nothing too terrible came out of it. I guess the worst part of it would be a loss, which unfortunately means that we won't be opening this 20-card pack because we won't be getting the sweep, but the 9-card pack of Heritage Baseball cards still on the table. So, there you go. If you'd like to find out what happens, you can tune in to twitch.tv/ShawnosaurusRex tomorrow, or today when this video goes on youtube.com/ShawnosaurusRex. You can check it out however you watch it. I appreciate you watching. The video will be up 1 p.m. Pacific time Saturday, June 26th, if you'd like to see the series finale. If you do like content like this, do you want to watch baseball, more of this Seattle Mariners season, scroll on down, subscribe, ring that bell so you're notified when I post new videos. Games air, so long as the internet is working, games air over on twitch.tv/ShawnosaurusRex at various times throughout the week, in addition to all the other streams and games and all those sorts of things that I'm doing. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. We will see you in the next one. Go Mariners.